kills down early, just not enough damage. But Humbug looking for a potential dive up here with Impact, but no, says, you know what, it's fine, let's back it off. We're going to trade the drag. Grubs aren't even up yet. You still got 1 minute and 45 seconds on those, so this could just be them looking to see if they can make some plays across the map, but it is Secret Whales, slight lead. It's not much, but it's 300 gold.
I do like that we saw Humbug on that top side. That was a big wave that was crashing, but I think they respected the fact that it is still a Cassante. Cassante is one of the hardest champs to dive under a tower, no matter what you might think of your opponent as BA going in.
Yeah, looking for a fight. Does get hit with a rocket grab, but there's a lot of damage. Shuhi, Eddie's been hit with that. Cyclone is good. Is it going to be enough? They get first blood. Secret Whales are on the board, and they are going to be chasing them just a little bit further, but it is first blood for his toe.
Team Secret Whales take the first blood. They get that first blood gold bounty as well, and they've put themselves ahead. They're currently at 1,000 gold advantage with 1 minute before the Grubs, 4 minutes before that second Drake. So great position to be in. The kill did go over to his toe too, so you want that.
Backing it off. It has also been D-Ray as well. Has sort of had to take a little bit of the back seat in a lot of these mid lanes too. So I'd like to see them get a little bit accelerated. Looking for something.
Yeah, Team Secret Whales is here. The whole team, it's a big fight.
They want some more. Is he getting knocked out? Shockwave is good, but is it going to be D-Ray? Has to flash. Look at the backside though. There it is. Another kill for his toe. Looking for more. He has to be careful. They're getting low. They're getting dangerous, but the hook goes forward. It pulls in BA. They're underneath the tower now. They're not going to be able to hold on just that much longer. Rahel picks up the kill, and it is a 1-for-1.
Ultimately, only a 1-for-1 for that massive team fight. They did bring 4 members each here. His toe has both of those kills, so their jungler is ahead, but Rahel comes out on top here, picking up that 1 kill. Down 10 CS though, so Eddie still gold advantage, but it is nice to see Rahel catching up, and that priority over to Team Secret Whales, they're able to get onto those Grubs. But let's take a look at this replay. It's Humbug aggressing forward, trying to take these camps from his toe, and Team Secret Whales, they collapse. They see the play coming, and they go for it. D-Ray caught on the side, forced to flash after the deadly flourish, but that pulls 2 members of Sentinels away from the main fight. So Team Secret Whales use their numbers advantage to collapse onto the Sentinels, and the hook from Huhi to drag BA in to give them something back. Otherwise, that could have been an absolute disaster from an overly aggressive play.
As a great consolation prize, unfortunately, they did still miss out on the Void Grub, so it was Secret Whales able to get that productivity. As they're looking for something, Relwalk's coming in. D-Ray wants to join this fight. Humbug is a little bit low, has to ward hop away, but it is just a bit of a rough spot. But look at Pun up here too. Doesn't have much mana, is about 3/4 health, so have to be a little bit careful. The flash goes forward again. 5-minute timers be damned. They're just flashing every chance they get. D-Ray, his toe, they're coming up. They're looking for more. Humbug can't hold on. It's Pun with their first kill here at EWC, and a great reactive play.
I was like, Pun, what are you doing? You just saw Humbug on the Lee Sin there, and he baits it in. He knew exactly what he was able to do. Humbug with the Eclipse, able to trade a bit more effectively. His toe also on 1 item though, so it's somewhat competent. That Drake though, still 3 minutes off. Time enough to get half, maybe a full item for some of these players.
Oh, it looks like he's looking for something, trying to get a little bit more. As there is the Cyclone, but it is 3 against 1. Nice kick. The Dragon's Rage lands, and it's a shutdown go for Humbug. But now they're looking at Eddie. Good flash to try and get out. The Curtain's Call is there. Let's see if they can send a full kitchen sink at Eddie, but he's holding on. The smite goes forward. It's not enough. Humbug picks up the double, and it's a nice secure, and Sentinels take it 3-3.
Yeah, great timing to win that fight as well. 30 seconds on that Rift Herald. Sentinels have put themselves in a great position. Humbug, if he wants, will have time to recall and get back out onto the Rift, because there has been that Hextech Drake, so the gates have been open. They're able to roam a lot quicker. A lot of these role quests nearly finished as well, only waiting for Huhi.
The big thing about roaming quicker too, it is a Hextech Soul. That's the big thing. You have those gates now. You can get to these things. Oh, good hook over the wall. D-Ray caught on a ward, but no, they have to flash away. The Ghost is good. Humbug wants more blood. This is the power of the Lee Sin. Let's see if BA can come to the help. Nice to be able to do a little bit more damage, but Humbug has to leave.
Yeah, Humbug respecting the fact that D-Ray had been alive a little too long. Team Secret Whales were collapsing, but that gives them a free Rift Herald. Team Secret Whales not able to sort of present arms, if you will. Histo, though, still having a look here.
Nothing's ever free here, Logan. That is the difference. Secret Whales will always be proactive. That's the difference. Straight into the TP. They're over the wall. It's a little bit of an aggressive TP too, but they're looking for everything. This could be the team fight that we've been waiting for. Pun's in the middle. The wall is looking good. Eddie's getting tunked out by on the backside, but Impact. Equalizer is good. It's onto 3. Is it going to be enough as there's a huge barrage? Is it going to be enough to lock them down? Eddie locks out Impact, and now they're looking for a little bit more. Pun is in the backside doing the damage. Histo's just joining the fight. Flashes go forward. Let's see if the damage is going to be enough as Pun still very low, good shield, but no, Humbug comes in. The shutdown's even better, but now they're looking for a little bit more as Histo's there. Picks up Hui, still underneath the tower. Realm Warp's going to be good, but it's not enough. They can't get out. It's a double kill. Humbug could be looking for a quadra if they're good enough, but no, it's not going to get there just in time. But still, Rift Herald was not claimed.
Team Secret Whales overstepped. They won the initial fight. They were up 5v4. They took Impact out and they kept on chasing. His toe rooted up under the turret, goes down. Humbug gets in there, kills Pun. I mean, Team Secret Whales had that early advantage. They should have just gone, great, we've got the numbers advantage, we'll take that Rift Herald, you can't contest us. But unfortunately, their hubris got the better of them in this situation and they thought they could take it because it is all on the line here in this upper bracket at the moment. And we see here, Impact, 3 members of Team Secret Whales, 4 go on this frontliner, but he's already got his value. He's got the equalizer down, he's forced Team Secret Whales back, and the shockwave in the backline onto 3 did so much damage that they have to be careful stepping forward. So this is where Sentinels is able to kind of be like, you know what, come into us. I'm going to root you under this tower. You are already low health. And then the interrupt on D-Ray's Realm Warp, the knock-up, beautifully timed.
And I love that it just cancelled out with the Dragon's Rage. The Realm Warp couldn't go through, but now it is the 3rd Dragon of the game. Secret Whales have the control. Cyclone goes forward. Equalizer didn't hit too many. Let's see if they can hold off. This Dragon's still at 4k health. BA had to flash away, but looking to the backside. Pun is in the thick of it. Hit with the final shot. Pun could go down here. They're going to be very careful. Humbug picks it up, and this could be Sentinel's first Dragon.
It is the Sentinel's first Dragon because Pun melted like paper in the face of the Sentinels just there. Where is this armor? Where is this magic resist that Cassante is so famous for? So there are limits. We have just proven it. But Team Secret Whales, they lose their tank and they go, you know what? We can't contest. We will back away. We're not going to give you any more. It's only the 3rd Drake of the game. We have so much more time and the Rift Herald is still up. That said, the gold diff still 1k in Team Secret's favor. That said, the longer the game goes, the less it matters. So Sentinels will be happy with this, and they are first to that Rift Herald, and it looks like they're going to get this jungle objective too.
I think that's fine. I think Secret Whales are happy to take that back seat here. They say, you know what, we got the first 2 drags, we got the Void Grubs, we're happy with the first tower too. Maybe we just need to take it back, but let's watch this replay again, Logan.
Yeah, Pun goes in here, right? And Sentinels just collapse on him. There's some poke over onto Eddie and BA. And as you said here, right, Darkwings is in a 1v2 against Eddie and he's winning. Eddie forced to Arcane Shift as Pun is just on this bot side with the Drake tanking the world. And BA flashes away from Darkwing's Shockwave, which...
the world, like you said, gold is actually very even now. It actually has sort of reset. But 6 kills to 6 kills, it's any team's game right now. Sentinels are starting to come back, and I love this fire.
Yeah, that's it. Team Secret Whales got themselves a nice early advantage, but Sentinels are fighting back into this game. It's dead even across the board. 1 turret per team. Still for a pick.
It's Impact getting actually melted down too, but instead, Firespin are not going to be able to enough, and still, that is a couple TPs. Realm Warp's now coming in. Pun wants to join this party. Let's see if they can get into the backside. It is going to be Impact taken out. No Equalizer is going to save you now, but now Humbug has to ward hop away back into the safety of that tier 2 because now you have to be so careful. It is a 4v5 and it is all about that pick potential from Sentinels that you have to be concerned about. But now it is Secret Whales turning the tides. Looking for a fight, but that is Hui landing a hook. It's not going to be enough. Now Rahel being looked at. It is a Jin, lacking of mobility, but be careful, but not on 7. Once we get a couple more on there, once we've got an amplifier, we'll be okay, and I think D-Ray will start being a little bit more relevant in these team fights. But again, it's Hui starting with these fantastic hooks and able to do something with it. But now Baron and Dragon are up for grabs.
And Humbug has already started that Dragon. As Sentinels were forcing Team Secret Whales up into that mid lane, Humbug has started the 4th Drake of the game. Team Secret Whales, they don't want to let this one go lying down. Pun walking forward into everything.
And it's looking good. It's at 2k health. Equalizer drops, but History wants to be there, but no, it is going to be taken. Humbug is able to lock that down. Curtain Call has been dropped. Pun is low. Equalizer. Oh my lord, it's all too much. Humbug's picking up another kill. They've gone godlike. BA, it's a double kill for Humbug. They're looking strong, maybe making this the triple. Trying to go into the clone. The Cyclone's not going to be enough. Hook still lands, but no. Darkweed locks down the kill, but it is 4 members tanking a tier 2, and they're just going to leave with the victory there.
They get the Drake, they get the team fight. Sentinels nearly 3,000 gold ahead of Team Secret Whales now as Eddie goes for something, clips them, but it's not enough to take them out. Sentinels going to take this Baron now as Humbug's gold lead has extended out to 2k. Darkwing's out to 1.2. That's your mid laner, that's your jungler. They're the ones you want ahead.
That's it. And look, this Baron's already at 7k health, so it's going to be melted down even faster once again. I think this is just free. Histo's not on the board for the Smite fight. Yeah, consolation prize, they took the tier 1, but Baron at 24 minutes is pretty damn good.
Look, it's no T1 Baron, but it's still a pretty quick Baron. You do love to see it. As we go back to this fight around the Drake, the equalizer from Impact onto 3+ members, and it is burning them down. Pun, I think he was overconfident. He stepped right into 5 of Sentinels, and they went, all right, we'll start burning you down, and the rest of Team Secret Whales weren't.
Is it going to be good? Cyclone's good. It's Eddie picking up the kill, and they take the one, and they say, let's leave it at that.
I was questioning that Realm Warp. They brought 3 members straight into the ultimate of who he opened with a silence onto them, and I was like, surely they're done for. But no, Team Secret Whales are able to Realm Warp aggressively right into the middle.
Once again, and sending out the barrage just to trim the wave a little bit, but still, now Rahel has to be careful. Items are coming online. We're still seeing very close. We're getting towards that IE, so Jin's getting closer and closer to that 50% crit, but with the Ghost Blade, it's going to mean a lot. The damage is there. Dragon is up. This is the big thing, and the control from Sentinels is already out, but look at Teams of Secret. They're just sitting at this tier 2. Equalizer gets dropped early. It's hitting 3, so a lot of damage. Pun on the wrong side could get caught here. The front line is obliterated, Logan.
And that's that zoning ultimate coming at Impact we were talking about earlier. He used that Equalizer to zone the rest of Team Secret Whales away, and then they're like, you know what, we will hook Pun here today because it's a 5v1. You could be the tankiest top laner in the world. You will not survive that on your own. So a fantastic play from Sentinels there, and great timing. That Drake is up. They have that numbers advantage, and Team Secret Whales, with no frontline, surely cannot contest this. And I was going to talk about on the Baron, Team Secret Whales don't know this is happening right now. The rest of Sentinels is zoning them away. They have to move in.
Look, this is it. It's only Humbug doing the Baron, so it's a bit of a different story. Yeah, you have a good bit of healing. You have that Sun to Sky. You have Death Stance. You got an Eclipse as well on Humbug, so you are feeling really strong. But it's not often a Lee Sin can solo a Baron, even at 30 minutes, so we'll have to see as the damage is still good. Now the rest is coming through. Rahel's now here. Darkwings is joining. That's your damage dealers. Where is Secret Whales? They're not even looking as they're trying to get the snipe. The barrage doesn't land, and it is second Baron heading over to Sentinels.
Beautifully played by Sentinels there. They gate-kept Team Secret Whales so effectively, to the point that Team Secret Whales thought they were just in contention around mid-lane priority. They had to be aware that Humbug was missing, or at least concerned about it. You saw his toe. He was wrapping around that red buff, but a ward spotted him out, so he had to back away. Huhi playing the bouncer there. So, Team Secret Whales, they pushed in that mid lane, they tried to chip down that tier 2 turret, but Sentinels right now feeling comfortable. They have all the advantage, and that IE, that third item for Rahel, now completed as well. And look at the damage Eddie is doing. He is trying as hard as he possibly can to carry Team Secret Whales through these fights, but the next 4 damage dealers are all Sentinels.
Yeah, and it's just a little bit rough. Histo had a great start to the early of the game, but now it's just starting to fall off. He's been targeted. He had a big mark on his back, and it was Sentinel saying, we can hit that mark. But we'll have to see if they're going to start moving forward. Histo needs to start making those aggressive plays and getting into these pits.
It really reminds me of the draft, though. They did their homework and they banned Histo's top 2 junglers. He is the LCP MVP, right? He has the most impact. He's so dynamic. He's such a playmaker that they put him onto something that he's less practiced on, less comfortable on here in this BO1, and it feels like the results are showing.
Another Realm Warp as Histo's the only one that's taking. His Cyclone goes on to 3. It's going to be enough. Histo just getting pulled back. Rahel picks up the kill. The curtains drop. Equalizer drops as well. Eddie's just too low. Has to be careful. D-Ray's now starting to do damage, but it's going to be enough as they're now diving the tier 3. You have to be so careful because the Baron empowered makes it so much harder, but still, another barrage hit, and it forces Rahel to back off, and that's a big chunky of damage now too, Logan.
Great defense from Team Secret Whales. Pun was frontlining as they tried to escape, trying to stop a couple of these recalls, preventing Sentinels from pushing any further with this Baron empowered wave they had there. But yeah, Histo, the only one in that Realm Warp, did open with the Cyclone, but it took him too long because he hit him with his silence immediately.
is where was Pun? Pun needed to take the Realm Warp too. I think they were just out of position. You can see Pun is there saying, where are we going? What's the go? But they lose the tower, and now they said, okay, they're just going to siege us here. Maybe we need to be a little bit faster on these plays. But I think they're just worried about Huhi.
Oh, Pun just missed it.
Pun missed it.
Just missed it. And then we see Impact come here as well. Impact's positioning phenomenal. Gets that equalizer right across the back line, but we're back in live and we're fighting again.
Yeah, Pun looking for a little bit of fire, but does get hit with a hook. But Humbug now has a
GA.
Yeah, it's a GA. Like, how do you kill this Lee Sin now? It's just not possible. Gonna be so careful. This is the Dragon fight. This is where both teams need to contest. Is it going to be Soul heading for Sentinels, or does Secret Whales deny it once more? It's a lot of damage coming out. Humbug is still in the pit. Seeing if Pun can do a little bit more. Equalizer is a lot of damage.
Eddie.
Where did Eddie go? There's just no place to go. His toe has got the pops to GA. Pun now dead too. Secret Whales are crumbling under the damage. The curtain call lands. Darkwing picks up his toe, and Secret Whales are just sent packing in game one.
Yeah, and D-Ray's on the run. He's on the bottom side of the rift. TPs have been committed from Sentinels. They're trying to crack this base open right now. They're trying to stop D-Ray from getting back to the base.
Yeah.
Humbug is onto him. Gets the flash.
Yeah, look, and D-Ray has to be so careful because it is just going to be Sentinels charging through mid. But now D-Ray needs to be so careful. He can clear a wave, but is it enough to clear everything? You've got 4 members charging through. Sentinels are locking out this game, and they are very happy to take the first game here at EWC on B-Stream. Sentinels showing up.
Sentinels take their best of 1 against Team Secret Whales. They stay in the upper bracket. They will not go down to that lower bracket. Their resilience, they were behind from the front, but then Humbug just was everywhere. He went legendary, and then they also played through Darkwings beautifully. Rahel was everywhere. Huhi roaming for these hooks, threatening everybody from Team Secret Whales. Pun, yes, he was frontlining. He was trying to prevent them getting through, but he still melts in the face of 5.
And that's the big thing, right? It is really D-Ray taking in these late game carries and just isn't able to get to the late game. So I think we need to see a little bit more from Secret Whales as they go down into that lower bracket. But there it is, Sentinels on your stage. The first winners on B-Stream. Let's send it back to the desk as they get ready to break down that game.